punter Jack Fox to get this one started. And off we go from Minneapolis. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it's... end zone, Brock, but with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On play action now, McCarthy. His first throw is an interception. Jack Campbell with the INT. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Fox now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. And that one's cut along the left sideline. And they get this down to 44 before he stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. A give left side to Jones. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 42, buying some time right. Down the run right, throw it deep down the side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Jones. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. They send a man in motion. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings reach pay dirt for the first time this game. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hack, right? An extra number. When your QB's got the athleticism, and the legs got the instincts to go with it, and 4-6, a defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Right, ready to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10. Out of the shotgun. Goff. He finds Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. Off play action, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Connects on one to Jameson Williams. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions break the tie here in the first. Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Fox now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that.
He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. From From the gun, Jones gets it. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
You know, the elite running backs in this league, they don't just see what's right in front of them. You set up big runs like this because they see what's behind them. That's called extraordinary vision and extra yards.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Minnesota. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chance for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch and the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings tie things up at 14. Right, ready to send this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They have 2nd and pretty long here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Fox now to kick this one away. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Drive starts with an option, right side. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Putting a receiver in motion. From the 48. Short pass brought in. Running down the left side. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys run the same out tree and they move with the football just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Right, ready to send this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. Trying to float that one in, and defenders there for the interception. Jeff Okuda with the INT. And the Vikings are going to take over after the interception.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick six? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
Locates Jefferson along the sideline, complete. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now a give up the middle to Jones. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That's Marcus Davenport with the tackle. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 32. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. Running in the red zone. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Now gone. Pass is caught. That's Tim Patrick. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Goff back to throw. Has it in close. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Montgomery will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Goff to the air now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So now, here's third and goal. Throwing is gone. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. On fourth down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Goff. He's going deep this time. This is caught inside the 15. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. Point after up and good from Bates. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Fox now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again following the sack. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
McCarthy throwing on third down. Has him on the quick hitter. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Jones reels it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. Back to the air, McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That's now the third sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think, how many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. Flush down out to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Oh no, they get him yet again. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. But
oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. It's picked out by the Vikings going the other way. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play, and keep driving that defense backwards.
Hits his running back. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Still on his feet. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Okay, 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Slot man motioned over. 2nd down carry for Jones. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. Just 1 yard on the carry, though. It's 3rd and 7 now.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throw on 3rd down. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're up against it here on 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Smith able to put it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
And it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun. Goff. Stays in the pocket. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, QB, he's going to be the first one in the cold tub because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer, or he's not going to endure this season.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's what we call situational football.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. A give left side for Gibbs. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Off play action, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
The play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Ball at the 33 for first down. From the gun, Goff. Touchdown, Detroit. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Fox now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just a yard or two short of that 25. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson, and now it's 2nd down. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
From the red zone now. Getting out to his... Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And he finds it in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
So a pivotal moment for the Vikings as they go for 2. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. A lot's got to go right to tie this up now. Need a touchdown and a 2-point try, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, got to recover this kick. And no luck, the Lions there to recover.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing is gone. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Lions up by 8. Second down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. 3rd down coming. Looking to throw. A lot of mass on the move here. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Lions lead by 15 now. Fox now to kick this one away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sailed over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. He's got it deep downfield. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they had prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. So the penalty makes this try even easier for them. The kick is good, and they move back within a possession in the 4th. Time. They've got to get this one back. The Lions there to recover. Ooh, can't get it back on the onside kick. Can still get a final chance with a quick 3 and out, though, albeit not with a lot of time for them left to work with.
Yeah, Kate, unless they can force a miracle turnover, and we've seen that before, a 3 and out is really the only avenue remaining. Defense, go buckle it up.
On first down, they'll run. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. It's a new set of downs for them at the 32. On first down, it's Gibbs. And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
This is Gibbs on second down. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They'll run here following the penalty. So the Lions get the win on the road. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building.